Hello everybody and welcome to our third What's Going On Elsewhere end of the season review. We've managed to win the title yet again, we managed to win the Super Cup yet again, but we didn't manage to win the Bulgarian Cup. Shh. You know nothing about this? So let's move on and see what's happening elsewhere. We are starting with the Italian Serie A, and this time Milan are actually the champions, but it's quite interesting looking at the table. We're going to see a couple of weird things going on. Juventus finishing tied with Inter in second and third place. Last season we also got two teams with the same amount of points in the Italian Serie A, with Napoli finishing in fourth. You can also see that the spots between 5th and 7th are quite interesting, because we have Fiorentina with 66, Sassuolo and Roma both with 65. For the goal scorers, we have Dusan Vlahovic scoring 16, and as you can see that Sergej Milinkovic-Savic was one of the best players of the tournament, definitely. Mike Maignan had 22 clean sheets. How about that? And as you can see on your screens, there is something really great going on. Is it great? You're gonna decide for yourself. But the thing is that Bayern is actually finally losing the title. This time RB Leipzig managed to finish above them in the table with 75 points. Bayern are second with 72. Borussia Dortmund third with 68. Kolomwani, yet again, with most goals. This time it is 18. I think it was 18 last season as well. And Chukwueze from Leipzig with the highest average rating. He managed to accumulate a better average rating this time compared to Joshua Kimmich, who's been leading this chart for the entire save so far. Joshua Kimmich, though, has 12 assists. It is really interesting, because we've actually already played RB Leipzig and they're absolutely fantastic in this save. Just look at this team. Look at this team. They have Dominik Szoboszlai, they have Joško Gvardiol, and they have Chukwueze, who is valued between 180 and 225 million. Timo Werner is somehow a great player here. And they have also Simaken, Tapsoba, Šeško, and a couple of other players that we know and we love, and they have been absolutely rocking the Bundesliga. Next, we continue by seeing what's going on in the French First League, and PSG, no surprise, is winning it yet again, this time 83 points. I think it's dropping each and every time. Nice, second this time again, just a single point ahead of Monaco, and 3 points ahead of Olympique Marseille. Kylian Mbappe, 20 goals. I don't think that's quite enough compared to, or in terms of keeping in mind how good he is in the game. Kevin Volland still third there. Matteo Guendouzi having third spot in the average rating list. And what is really interesting to me is that we have Nicolas Pepe, who didn't manage to do it in Arsenal, but is obviously doing it now for Monaco. And Riyad Mahrez, who ended up in Olympique Lyon. They both are sharing the Player of the Match awards. Most Player of the Match awards, they have both 6. In the Spanish First Division, it is absolutely a massacre. Real Madrid are winning it 4th time in a row. This time they managed to accumulate 95 points, which is absolutely insane. They have 15 points more than second place Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona are this time third with 76. Real San Sebastian are 4th with 71. The top 7 is completed by Villarreal, Getafe and Real Hispalis. Robert Lewandowski, again, top goal scorer, this time sharing it with Muriqi from Mallorca. And João Felix is third with 17. João Felix is actually doing quite fine in our save. But look at the average rating list. 3 players from Real Madrid are leading it. Rodrigo, Vinicius and Di Lorenzo. Courtois this time has 14 assists. He's leading this chart alone, not sharing anything with anybody. And in terms of Player of the Match awards, we have, again, 3 players with 6 times. It is Rodrigo from Real Madrid placed on top of it. And for the first time in our save, we have a club retaining the title in the English Premier Division. It is Liverpool winning it with 86 points, 3 points ahead of Man City. This means that second season in a row, Liverpool are champions and Man City are finishing second. This also means that Man City has never won it in our save. Arsenal coming third, Chelsea coming fourth. Man United, yet again, dropping in the table, finishing 10th. With Aston Villa and Everton getting 5th and 6th spot. Newcastle 7th, Tottenham 8th. The teams that are going down are Leeds, Bournemouth, and Wolves. And finally, as you can see, Erling Haaland has scored most goals. What happened to Calvert-Lewin this season? I'm not really sure. But this time, he's not the goal scorer in the Premiership. 24 goals for Erling Haaland. Kai Havertz, yet again, I think this is third time that he's finishing second in the goal scoring charts, which means that he's developing absolutely great in our save. Mohamed Salah, I think this is his first time, his first appearance in the top 3 goal scorers in the Premiership. He has the highest average rating though, and with most assists, there is another Liverpool player, Harvey Elliott. In terms of Player of the Match awards, Bukayo Saka has 12. Erling Haaland has 7, Mohamed Salah has 10, which is also absolutely fantastic, but Bukayo Saka's 12 is insane. It's absolutely insane. Getting to the UEFA Europa Conference League, where we have quite a lot of surprises, at least in my opinion. We have Lugano managing to get to the quarterfinal stage, where they got knocked out by Slavia Prague. We also have Panathinaikos reaching this stage of the competition and losing to Hearts from Scotland. We also have Real Betis managing to overcome Leicester, winning 3-1 on aggregate, and Bayer Leverkusen beating Sporting from Portugal 3-1 on aggregate, which means that in the semi-finals we had the German Bayer Leverkusen facing Real Betis and winning 3-0, quite alright in aggregate, and Slavia Prague losing to Hearts, which means we have a really surprise competitor at the final here. It will be Hearts from Scotland against Bayer Leverkusen from Germany. Can the Scottish team do it? And unfortunately they can't, but they have fought well because it was 0-0 in the full time or the regular time, and they only lost after extra time. In the UEFA Europa League, we have quite an interesting view. That's why we're starting in the round of 16. As you can see, all the clubs that are on the right managed to advance from the round of 16 to the round of 8, or I should say quarterfinals. Braga, Aston Villa, Getafe, Olympique Marseille, Eintracht Frankfurt, Man United, Villarreal and Lazio were the teams to advance from this stage. And yet again, only the clubs on the right managed to win their quarterfinals. It was Aston Villa winning against Braga, Olympique Marseille knocking out Getafe, Eintracht Frankfurt getting knocked out by Man United, and Villarreal losing to Lazio, which means that in the semi-finals we had the following games. Aston Villa getting knocked out by Olympique Marseille by a single goal. It was 1-0 on aggregate for Olympique Marseille, and Man United, despite the fact that they lost at home 1-3 in the second game, they obviously won 4-0 away and managed to overcome Lazio to reach the final. So the question is, Man United or Olympique Marseille? And the answer is Man United winning 3-0 in Bilbao against Olympique Marseille, winning their second UEFA Europa League in 3 years' time so far in this save. Of course, next we are checking what just happened in the UEFA Champions League, and we have quite a lot of interesting things going on. As you can see, we had 4 English teams playing against each other. Newcastle lost to Liverpool on penalties. Tottenham, a London derby, they got knocked out by Arsenal. Real Madrid winning against Mainz. Napoli playing Milan, an all-Italian game, and this time Napoli managed to overcome Milan. Benfica knocked out RB Leipzig. PSG going through as well. Borussia Dortmund, an all-German game, losing to FC Bayern, and Juventus knocking Barcelona on penalties, which means that at the quarterfinals we had the following games. Liverpool drawing another English team yet again, and they managed to knock out Arsenal. Real Madrid managed to overcome Napoli. PSG winning 6-3 on aggregate against Benfica. This is really nice. We have a Portuguese team getting to the quarterfinal stage, and Bayern winning against Juventus. In the semifinals, Liverpool, sorry guys, you met Real Madrid and you lost to them 3-0 on aggregate, and PSG beating Bayern 4-2 on aggregate, which means that our final is PSG versus Real Madrid. Question is, can PSG finally do it? Can they win the title? Can they win the Champions League title? Answer is yes, they can! They did it! PSG defeated Real Madrid in the Champions League final on the 31st of May 2025, playing in Munich, they defeated Real Madrid on penalties. PSG finally did it. And this time we also have a bonus because we forgot, kinda, last couple of seasons that there was a Euro 2024 and there were some national games that we might be interested in. Therefore, we're gonna start at the quarterfinals where we got Austria beating Croatia 1-0, knocking them out. Austria doing fine here, very interesting. Belgium getting knocked out by Spain. Nothing weird there. Norway managing to get to this stage of the tournament, which is absolutely fine. Nice for them. They lost to France 2-1, and England knocking out Italy 2-0. This is gonna be like every other FM safe where England always wins everything. In the semifinals, they got knocked out by France 3-2, and Austria got dismantled by Spain, which means that we have Spain, France in the final. And it's France! Oh my god, what a game! 3-3 in regular time and France winning on penalties. So France has managed to win the Euro Cup in 2024. This was all for today's recap. There was quite a lot of interesting results to me. Which one was the most interesting and unexpected to you? Let me know in the comments below.